Hello everyone, Joel here. This time, I want to share some of my best PC turn-based strategy games of all time that I think should be played in 2022. I've done a couple of videos for strategy or tactical games in the past, but I never make videos specifically for turn-based strategy, which is why I make these videos, to highlight some of the coolest turn-based strategy games that are available on PC. Alright then, let's get started. Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden is an exceptional take on the tactical RPG, and the addition of a stealth system certainly sets it apart from the crowd. Both genres blend together in a way that's satisfying, challenging, and well-designed, while an engaging and well-written narrative drives the player forward. The difficulty might be an issue for those new to the genre, but for those seasoned in turn-based tactics, this is an absolute must-buy.
Get here! Come quick!
Warhammer 40k Battlesector is one of the best digital rendition of the Warhammer 40k tabletop miniature game that ever existed. The amazing attention to detail and unknowing nature of each mission will resonate deeply with 40k fans and be a good starting point for newcomers to the franchise. It's not a difficult game, but it does pose quite a challenge for players of all skill levels. I will definitely recommend this game to anyone who's interested in Warhammer, be it veteran or newcomer.
Reporting!
BattleTech is a special kind of experience that doesn't come around too often. As much as it demands from you, it offers equal or greater reward in return. The story, the characters, and the writing are better than you could hope for. If you like mechs or tactical strategy games, you will have a great time here, whether you're a newcomer to the universe or not. While some people keep beating Final Fantasy Tactics for their SRPG fix, others have moved on to the likes of Fire Emblem with its resurgence thanks to the Awakening. But ignoring Disgaea is a crime against humanity. Each stage has a ton of ways to complete it, and even grinding never gets old. Games this good and packed with this much quality content don't come along too often. So, expect to drop literally hundreds of hours into Disgaea 5 complete.
You okay?
From the developers of Northgard, Wartales is a game released by Shiro Games, and it's a turn-based RPG with a mix of RTS exploration. Play as a group of mercenaries exploring the vast Celtic and Roman-inspired universe. One of the selling points from Wartales is that the classes are pretty diverse, and you're not limited to using only one class. From swordsmen to brutes, archers to rangers, you will never get bored of creating your perfect party. For an early access title, Wartales is one of those games that you don't want to miss out on. Solasta Crown of the Magister is an excellent game for anyone who loves turn-based RPGs or D&D in general. Since there are so many options for difficulty and game rules, pretty much anyone can play it, regardless if you want something easy to experience the story, something extremely challenging, or something in between. Every mechanics are part of a very consistent whole and an amazing role-playing or tactical turn-based experience. Overall, Solasta Crown of the Magister is the perfect game for the classic CRPG lovers. Indie RPG Wildermyth aims to combine the best of storytelling with the best of roguelite mechanics and succeeds, thanks to the great writing, solid tactics, and some very clever design decisions. Each Wildermyth session is a colorful mix of scripted events and random occurrences. The game's battle system is straightforward. player and computer take turns to move characters around a square grid. Overall, Wildermyth is a fantastic addition to the strategy RPG that shows how great procedural generation can be when used smartly. Celebrating 30 years of giant robot warfare, Super Robot Wars is a series unlike any other. The series is most recognized for its stellar, intricate attack animations that have only gotten more complex and detailed over the time. Most Super Robot Wars games tend to be structured linearly. However, this isn't the case for Super Robot Wars 30, which opts for a more open-ended approach. All in all, Super Robot Wars 30 is a milestone for veteran players and also a great starting point for newcomers to the series. When all said and done, Valkyria Chronicles 4 is an amazing game with insane replay value and a great cast of characters. Though familiar mechanics and units remain, excellent new features and conveniences transform the way you see the battlefield. Its memorable world, satisfying gameplay, and tons of content will delight any fan of the genre for dozens of hours.
Some common foot soldiers. Why don't you ever stop and think?
Gears Tactics is a stellar tactics game that still manages to feel like the Gears you know and love. The roots of what make a good tactics game are embedded in the DNA. Combat is fun and yet somewhat familiar. With an enjoyable story, addictive RPG systems, and dozens of hours of gameplay, this is a must-play for any fans of turn-based strategy games or the Gears franchise in general. Expeditions Rome is a profoundly in-depth strategy RPG that manages to achieve its lofty ambitions. The variety of gameplay environments, the depth of the combat system, and a surprisingly compelling story with strong characters all carry the experience above the few shortcomings of clumsy UI and underwhelming strategy elements. For those who love the tactical machinations of XCOM but wanted a bit more character development and a personal story, Expeditions Rome is definitely the right choice.
Barbarians!
Civilization 6 is an excellent strategy game that offers numerous ways to play, and all of them are viable options. You can lead a peaceful nation or a warmongering empire and still have an engrossing and rewarding experience. There are deeper strategy games out there, but Civilization's accessibility and polish make it the perfect introduction to the genre. Wasteland 3 is an absolute blast. It offers a great and compelling story with twists and choices that matter. The combat works well and doesn't feel tedious at all. The skill system offers depth of choice for making characters and brings some interesting things to the game. If you're looking for a fresh and enjoyable strategy RPG, then this game is a must-have. XCOM 2 improves on its predecessor in almost every way, and proudly stands as one of the most deeply satisfying action strategy games currently available. The game provides meaningful choices throughout the game, so that you really don't know which way you want to go. With an unnerving sense of persistent tension and procedurally generated maps that extend the value of every map, XCOM 2 survives every expectation that it meets. Divinity Original Sin 2 is a masterpiece and a dream come true for RPG fans. This game takes us to a world in which our decisions will influence completely throughout the secondary plots without forgetting to maintain excellent quality both in storytelling, combat, and personalization. From lonely farmhouses through pitched battles with gods in faraway dimensions, Divinity Original Sin 2 is one of the most captivating tactical RPG ever made in both its original and definitive edition. Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are other good turn-based strategy games that I haven't mentioned yet. So how about sharing your best turn-based strategy games that probably deserve the spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss another great list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace.